Welcome in, Buckeye backers. It is Buckeye Steve, and I am here in the Woody Hayes Athletic Facility. As you can see, the new banner is up, 2024 National Champions, your Ohio State Buckeyes. Well, they got to get past that now. Ryan Day says the pressure is off, but some of the leaders in the building are saying, we want to get rid of some of the national title type banners and things hanging around the facility and all that talk, because this is a new season. That was last year. They won the title last year. And speaking of that, there is got to be some leaders stepping up. Sonny Styles is the main man mentioned, and everyone kind of knows that. You saw him at the Columbus Blue Jackets hockey game, and he was kind of the man front and center during that. And he was actually winning some of the, I want to say warm-up races, but when they were going through the running and starting their half jogs, he was always going to be first when he was lined up. He was always ahead of the pack, and he's going to be one of those leaders that you'll see. We also talked about some of the transfers coming in. Ryan Day said that the freshman class is ready to play. They just have to go out and build upon that. They came in, they looked physically ready to play, and they have a chance to fight for positions. Also, Oni Anwa, the starting maybe left tackle. Ryan Day said he would start off at left tackle, and he's a big guy, 357 pounds. He was saying he would have to maybe trim down to get more athletic, but he also said a lot of positions are going to be multiple this year because of the roster size. So that 105-man roster is going to change the dynamic. Everyone's going to have to play multiple. As you kind of saw with the offensive line last year, you're going to have some guys learning running back, some guys learning wide receiver or slot. You're going to have the same thing as the offensive line. This year he talked about having, who's your sixth man? Well, that sixth man is going to have to not only be what maybe someone who just plays tackle or center, they're going to have to also play guard. So they're going to mix some things around. People are going to have multiple positions, but we're all excited. Ryan Day says he's a little bit more relaxed, and he was, serious about that. He's like, you got to be kidding me. Last fall, towards the end of the season, the stress was all over the place. You could feel it in here. Tensions were high. They surmounted that. He has a national title now, and he says he wants to trust in the process, not necessarily all the coaches he talked to after the national title, but planning for this year. He knows he has a good process. They've won a national title with it, and the other thing was recruits are here now. So he talked about the recruits coming in and how well, selling a national title is, but Ohio State is not for everyone. Talked about Jeremiah Smith. It was for him. He wanted to be here. He wanted to go against the best of the best and be fighting for a position every day he was at practice. Well, now he's got that position. He's still got to fight for it because there's guys behind him. Obviously, he's going to be a starter unless something unforeseen happens where he, loses his work ethic all of a sudden, or the God-given talent that he has. He's not losing that. He's going to be a starter. But all these other guys are going to have to fight for a position, and they're doing their job starting day one today. We don't know who the quarterback is. Ryan Day says he kind of has a timeline on it, but he doesn't want to be hasty with it. We saw throws from Julian Saying. We saw Jelani Thurman, man. He had a couple spectacular catches. We saw C.J. Hicks. He was with the defensive line pretty much the entire practice while we were here. But there's going to be more for spring game. This is only, practice one. I don't know if I should say spring game because it may not be much of a spring game, more of a spring showcase. So everyone keep tuning in for Buckeye backers to get what we got coming out of the Woody. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.